I thought it was hilarious. Extremely sad, but hilarious. This was a mess. Absolute mess. Pictures surfaced of Biden having a list of reporters and numbers next to their names on which one to call on next. And at one point, he even fumbles it to where he's looking at the sheet, basically saying, who am I supposed to call on next? Oh, yeah. Have you ever seen a president having a sheet with pictures and little bios of each reporter numbered on who you were going to call? And notice conveniently, he left Fox News out of it, which I'm not even that big of a fan of Fox News, but they seem to be the only even milquetoast contrarian news site. At one point, he's asked about gun control. Did anybody else witness it? And I was watching Crowder's commentary on this, and they, along with me at home, watched this and wondered, did we miss something? Because what happened was Biden's asked about gun control, and he starts talking about infrastructure. Literally starts just going on the infrastructure train. Like, gun control wasn't even in his mind or his thought process. And the Crowder stream and myself, did I miss that? Where did the change come? There must have been something. But no, sure enough, he just danced right over to infrastructure. There were plenty of times where he looked like he was out to lunch, guys. At one point, he walks away from the podium and is kind of just walking around and starts to answer the question while he's starting to walk back to the podium. This is embarrassing. It's only going to get worse. Why do you think they waited so long to have a press conference with him? He misdirected all over the place. He couldn't find his thoughts. He went up, he went down, he got angry for no reason and calmed back down for no reason. And then he made a lot of claims. So I'm going to go through some of these claims. Here's the meat of this story. So he claimed their goal was 100 million vaccines by day 100, and he claimed it was met, which it was by day 59. The problem is between December 14th, January 20th, 21.7 million doses had already been administered. This program was up and running thanks to Trump, even though every time Biden tries to say that it's Trump's fault, Trump didn't do it. Trump's the only one who didn't. He even said Trump was the only one who, was soft on China. What? In order to hit the 100 million by 100 days from January 20 onwards, they would have only needed to administer 783,000 per day. On Inauguration Day, they had administered 1.5 million doses. I would say they were up and running. They ran a 7-day average of 996,000 per day. So now he has his new goal, 200 million in 100 days. This is crazy ambitious. This is so ambitious, per his words. Our rolling average right now is above 2 million doses a day, with a peak recently of 2.3 million. The average they would need is 1.86 million. So they would have to slow down in order to make this an ambitious goal. He claimed we're doing more than anybody else in the world. Pure numbers? Absolutely. We're doing 39 per 100 million, or per 100, sorry. Israel's done 111 per 100. The UAE, 47 per 100. Monaco, 47. Bahrain, 44. Now, don't forget, we have a very large population, and it's much harder in a large area to go across as well. So it does take a lot more logistics for us to handle our 330, 340 million people, as opposed to a place like Israel, which, Israel across is like 60, 70 miles, something like that. So you have these smaller countries that, of course, they have an easier time administering to their people. So in a way, Biden's half correct, but of course, he's trying to spin the ultimate optimistic side on the whole thing. He also claimed that they were going to have a goal to open the majority of K through 8 schools. His earlier promise, though, was to open schools, not just K through 8. You move the goalposts, suddenly you can hit your goal. That's all you have to do. Move the goalposts, you make it. Yay, we won. So he claimed migration increases were worse under Trump. No. Okay, they used percentages. Biden said there was a 28% increase between January and February for him For Trump last year, 31%. So I want to go through these numbers because this is important to watch. January 2019, 58,317 attempted to cross, 76,545 in February. This was a 31% increase. Look at Biden's numbers. January 2021, 78,442 attempted to cross. February, 100,441 attempted to cross. That's your 28%. This means there was 34.5% more people attempted to cross under Biden than Trump. You see that difference? So he's saying, well, our percentage is better than Trump. Look at the overall numbers. Don't forget, have something like 6,000 a day. We've got there's a center that's 1,500% over capacity. Another center, 700% over capacity. And you may have seen the Ted Cruz videos that are going the rounds now, where they're trying to shut down these videos and pictures. I wonder why. What's going on? Why all of a sudden do you not want people to see the great and awesome, amazing job that you're doing? And why is it when the reporters ask you, Mr. Biden, that, hey, when do we get to see the detention centers? You say, when they're ready. Then I'll show you. Wouldn't that be great? Can I see your homework? When it's ready. Can I see your test? When it's ready, maybe. And meanwhile, you're on the computer looking up the answers, right? He is, it's not even him, but this administration is really falling apart at the seams because they've tried to institute these policies and they don't think about the consequence or the effect. And then these policies get instituted, then things start falling apart and they have to lie to cover their butts. And immigration is a big one that's blowing up in their face and is going to continue to do so. And we need to press them because if we don't, they'll sweep it under the rug. Everybody will forget about it. And all of a sudden, you've got millions and millions of new voters.